It's time to look at the new Spider-Man film with new actors and a new director. Let's dive in. So let's obviously start with the story. So the story is that Peter Parker is a lonely teenager trying to find out secrets of his father and his work at Oscorp. To do that, he must visit Dr. Connors at Oscorp. Gwen Stacy, his crush, sees him and tells him to stay in the group, which he stole a pin so he could get into Oscorp. He bumps into a man which has files of which he found in his dad's bag. He follows this man and goes in a room with radioactive spiders. He leaves the room when they fall on him, but when Gwen Stacy tells him to leave Oscorp, one of the spiders bites him and he discovers he has powers of a spider. After discovering all these powers, later on in the film, he comes in this big argument with his uncle and he leaves the house. Uncle Ben, his uncle, goes after him and soon dies by trying to stop a thug. Peter thought this was his fault and develops web shooters where he can fight crime. Later on in the film, Peter gets invited by Gwen Stacy to come to dinner with her family. Her dad is a policeman who's trying to stop Spider-Man, and Peter and Gwen's dad argue about Spider-Man. After Peter tells Gwen he's Spider-Man, later in the film, Dr. Connors turns into the villain, the Lizard, and attacks the bridge. Spider-Man stops him. Dr. Connors, the Lizard's plan is to turn everyone into a lizard like him. He tries it on some policemen, and it eventually works. At the end, the Lizard is trying to put a toxic thing in to turn everyone into a lizard. Peter reveals to Gwen Stacy's dad that he is Spider-Man, and he helps Peter take down the Lizard. Gwen Stacy's dad dies, but Spider-Man stops the launch of the toxic thing the Lizard was going to launch. Gwen Stacy's dad saves the Spider-Man before he dies to leave Gwen out of all the Spider-Man business. Peter tells Gwen that he needs to stop seeing her, and then the film ends. I thought the storyline was really fascinating and I enjoyed it a lot. Now to talk about the actors. Andrew Garfield plays an amazing Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I hated Tobey Maguire because everything he said sounded too wimpy and was about to cry. He's the best Spider-Man and I hope he stays as Peter Parker for a long time. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy was also fantastic. She's an amazing actress, and I can't say much because there wasn't a Gwen Stacy in the Sam Raimi films, except for Spider-Man 3, but I don't want to talk about that disaster. The actor who plays Dr. Connors is also superb. I can't pronounce his name, so he definitely felt like a smart genius, and when he's the Lizard, he is also fantastic. The music in the film is alright. I love that the tunes like the main one, but most are just meh. The costume design on Spider-Man is awesome. Finally, Spider-Man has web shoes in the movie. I really like this design compared to the old one. The humour in this film is hilarious. When he is Spider-Man, he is freaking hilarious. Like the car thief part. Someone who else is funny was Gwen Stacy. She was funny at the bit where Peter's uncle says about the computer. Overall, this is the best Spider-Man film to date. The humour is hilarious, and I felt really attached to the characters, and the new actors were a superb choice. The music is good for the most part, and there are sad bits, like when his uncle dies. I really recommend this film to anyone who's a Spider-Man fan or just wants to watch a movie. I give Amazing Spider-Man a 9.5 out of 10. A fantastic movie.